We are at JDD conference in Krakow, and my guest is Scott MacGregor from Akamai. He's also JDD speaker. Hello, Scott.
Hello.
Scott, could you please briefly introduce yourself? What do you do daily?
Yes, of course. I am responsible for big data infrastructure at Akamai. Akamai is a collection of worldwide networks that consists of about 150,000 computers spread out all over the world, and they're generating a massive amount of data. So we build, my team's responsible for the infrastructure that handles that data on a daily basis.
And I know that you have started your career as chemical engineer and then you became programmer.
Yes.
What made you to make this decision?
It's a good question. So my family has always been in shipbuilding, so we're always about things that are big, right? And chemical engineering is also about large-scale processes. So I worked as a chemical engineer on some large-scale systems, and it was mostly computer systems. So that much of that job is computer programming, system design, which was a natural transition into computer science and programming.
So it just came naturally for you.
Yep.
Well, at your presentation here at JDD, you were speaking about some challenges in big data in the future. Could you please name a few?
Yeah, I think the more important than the challenges, and I'll talk about those in a second, are the opportunities. So big data right now is at the point where the internet was at in the early 90s, right? It's the very beginning, and the opportunities are tremendous. There's no limit to what we can do once we understand and once we have the systems and the infrastructure to allow us to access this data. There's no limit to the applications that we can build. So the challenges are related in that the infrastructure to handle data at this scale is very costly, it's hard to build and hard to maintain. So there are challenges kind of across the spectrum, from the hardware to the networking infrastructure, as well as the software that manages all that data.
And I know that you are always also speaking about the current ecosystem of big data. If you were about to describe it shortly, what point are we in this time?
Oh, we are at the very beginning. I mean, we don't even know yet what is out there and what's possible. The ecosystem consists of some basic infrastructure that allows us to store data, large data sets, and to access that data in a very rudimentary way. But it's still very slow and very cumbersome and very hard to operate and maintain. So that puts a limit on the applications that we can develop. But the ecosystem, it's growing. If you look at the Apache Hadoop Foundation, you'll see what's out there and what's available today.
Well, it's a lot of work in front of us.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So why have you decided to join JDD as a speaker? What's your mission?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we are looking to essentially evangelize Akamai and the big data work that we're doing. In Krakow especially, there's a really rich talent pool of computer scientists and programmers that we want to get involved in our mission here.
So what's the next conference we will have opportunity to meet you?
So possibly the Atmosphere conference, any infrastructure conferences we'll be at, and anything involving big data.
So we can expect you're going to be a speaker there?
Yeah, hopefully, absolutely.
Okay, so I hope to see you there.
All right, I hope to see you. Thank you.
Scott MacGregor was our guest.